Hey everybody, I'm here for True North Wilds, working through a bit of a backlog of my monthly boxes. Today it is the Sportsman's Box. As you can see, still no branded box, which, very, very minor thing, but makes me kind of sad. I like seeing the artwork and stuff, then the logos and things that companies come up with. But anyway, let's take a look. The Sportsman's Box, sportsmansbox.com, if you want to check them out. It is a all-around outdoors person box that's supposed to be a mix of hunting, fishing, camping, that sort of stuff. There's 3 sizes. This is looks like a big box, but if you shake it around, there's a lot of empty space, so don't be fooled. But there's 3 sizes of box you can get. There's the starter, they call it, which is the cheaper one. There is the original, which is the one that I'm getting, and then there's the Denali, which is the extra large one. The original that I am getting is $42 US, which works out to $57 Canadian. So because last month's box did not have a what's in the box card, I'm assuming this one isn't going to either. So what I'm going to do is, as I look at the items, I'm going to be putting the price of what it would cost me to go and buy it in Canadian dollars up along the side here. And then at the end I'll just total it all up so you can see the total value of the items, and then just keeping in mind that'll all be in Canadian, and this is costing me $57 Canadian. So while I'm editing the video and looking up those prices, we'll find out together what the total value of the box itself is. That being said, so like I thought, a lot of empty space in here, you can see, but some big items. Is this from May? Your May Sportsman's Fishing Style box. Invitations will be sent. So just a bunch of explanations about their boxes. There's a lot of information on here, and just try to parse it real quick. It's just information on their different size of boxes that you can order. And actually, there is a this is a lot of information on here, but this is a what's in the box card that actually is here. So forget what I said about listing prices there. I will just go based on what it says on the card here. There's this weird card. It looks like they include this same card for all the different boxes, and you kind of look through and you see which one applies to the box that you're subscribed to. So I'll just have to pay attention to that, because I have the original experience, which they're saying the value of this box altogether is $76. That would be in US. We'll find out. First up, Plano Guide Series waterproof case. That's cool. Very sturdy, very, very thick plastic. Rubber on the inside so that you're not, and whatever you put in here is not getting knocked around too hard by the plastic. A big rubber gasket. Very sturdy locking mechanism. That is pretty heavy duty. And a lanyard. Again, good sturdy lanyard. It's not some thin little thread. That's cool. It looks like just the right size. That, nope, won't fit my phone. That's unfortunate, because it looked like it would have been the right size for my phone, but it's short by about an inch. If this would have fit my phone, that would have been perfect, because I have actually lost 5 phones into the water over the last 2 years, which makes my wife very sad. So I'm not sure what exactly I would put in here, given that it's not big enough to fit a phone. And my phone is not a big phone. I have a Huawei P10, P20, whatever I think it's the 20. Either way, it's not some ridiculously sized phone. So I don't imagine that a lot of phones will fit in here, which is, like I said, unfortunate, because that makes this very limited use to me. But it is if I can think of something that I would actually want to save and put in here, very sturdy, very durable for sure. And they list it at $12. So, you know what? $12 That for US, of course. But that's reasonable. That's a good price for that. I just wish I had something to put in here, or I wish that it was just that inch bigger that it could actually fit a phone, because I don't see myself actually using that anytime soon. Next up, the Yum. So we got some fishing lures now. Yum, the Yumbrella Mud Minnow Kit. And they give you a diagram on the back here for how to set up an umbrella kit. Rig mud minnows on the jig heads. They show you how to set up the rig, and then this is the plastics that you'd put on for bait. I've never used an umbrella rig. I don't think I'm allowed to use them here. I think we have a limit on the number of hooks that you could have here. But I see no reason why I couldn't just use this as a normal soft plastic. And as a normal soft plastic, this looks perfectly good. Nice floppy paddle tail on there. It's a nice shape. It's a nice profile. It's a very squared off sort of head, so it'll be nice and sturdy for putting your jig head in there, or however you want to rig it up. Good beefy plastic, and a bit of that Yum scent on there. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'll make use of those. White is a great soft plastic color here for walleye, so this is something I will definitely use for walleye. $10. Oh. Again, sorry, I'm getting used to this style of information card. There's a lot of info on here, and it's organized a little weird. So Yum plastics. So they're saying $10 for the Yum soft bait assortment. So for both of these together is $10, and that's definitely reasonable. This is another package of soft plastics. The Yum Ultimate Craw, 2 3/4 inch. I really like these. Let's see if I can get into it. You know, you'd think for the amount of packages of soft plastics that I open in any given month that I would get better at this eventually. There we go. Ooh. So very, very heavily scented, very oily. You can feel it as soon as I put my fingers are covered in it now. There's that Yum scent on there. But these are a really nice little soft plastic crayfish, and it's a really nice chartreuse and brownish green sort of combination. I love this. I love this contrasting color on this. Black flecks in the inside of the plastic. Lots of nice little detail. You'll get lots of action. The perfect size for me, because this will be something smallmouth bass go after. I can't make use of the big creature plastics so much here because they're too big for smallmouth, and I don't have largemouth, so to get something like this is absolutely perfect for me. And it's a 12-pack. Great. I love it. And for $10 for the two of them, I think that is definitely a reasonable value to have listed. We have Field Trip Cracked Pepper Free Range Turkey Stick. Free range, gluten-free. So this is a little bit of turkey jerky. That's cool. Turkey raised with no antibiotics, soy-free, no added hormones, blah 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 blah. Just a little meat stick. That's what they call it on the box. Field Trip Snacks Meat Stick, $1. And their comment is, just a little snack for you. Enjoy. It's spectacular good. For $1, I'm not going to complain off the value of the box. Ooh, that is good. That is tasty. I like that. Very tasty. Last up, we have Bubba Blade. Very peppery, that jerky. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. I've heard of Bubba Blades. I've never had the pleasure of using one. I hate these clamshell packages. This seems like a bad idea. This seems like I'm gonna hurt myself. That's not gonna do it. Let's see if we can get in here. Need a knife to open up my knife. Okay, so as I was saying, I've heard of Bubba knives, and I've kind of looked at them a little bit online, but never had the pleasure of using one, and I've never really seen one that really motivated me to want to buy it over other ones that I was shopping for at the time. So I think it's kind of neat to get one, except for this packaging, and experience it and see what the fuss is all about, because I've heard many good things. I'm not even going to try and get at the sheath right now. I won't subject you to that. Right off the bat, I mean, I love the handle on this thing. It's a good, solid rubber. It's very, very grippy. Bright red, so you don't have to worry about losing it in the grass. These got these white grippy parts for your thumb or your fingers. It's got the jimping on the back if you want to really get in there tight for control. It's a very nice knife. Shorter, shorter blade length. It looks smaller, especially compared to this really beefy handle. But I love the shape of this. I love this nice, really back-swept curve at the very end here. This is something that I could see myself really making use of for gutting, or in particular for skinning. When I'm skinning deer, I could see this being really useful. Very grippy, because you're holding onto the skin and the fat and stuff when you're skinning a deer, and sometimes blood and other stuff. So you're not going to drop this, and you can have all this control, all these finger control spots, even a little notch here, that you can really get some fine control. And it's just this nice curved shape. Skinning, you get lots of cutting surface. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm not super familiar with the brand, the Bubba Blade brand, so I couldn't tell you, the metals they use or anything like that. I'd have to do some research on it. But just looking at it, I think this is a really nice knife. Let's see what we got here. Bubba Blade 4-inch knife, $54 US. So that puts it at about, puts it around the $70 mark. No. Yeah. $65, $70 is what that puts it at Canadian. Which is, for a knife, that's, again, I don't know a lot about this brand, so I can't say whether that's a reasonable price or not, but as far as, to buy a decent knife, you're spending $60, $70, $80, $90 pretty easily when you start looking around at quality stuff. So assuming that this lasts me and that this is going to be quality and this is going to do the purpose that I'm already thinking of, which is skinning lots of deer, assuming it does that purpose well, and I will definitely be putting it to the test to see if it does, I think that's a good value. Again, I don't know too much about them, so it's hard to say for sure. Original members, I'm still trying to parse this this card. So in the starter experience, I'm not sure how exactly this is supposed to work, so, and I'll explain why I'm confused here, just so everybody's wondering why I can't read a card. So starter experience, retail value, they list all the different things here, which is all stuff that I got, except they have a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt here listed that I didn't get. But then the original experience section here, which the original experience, retail value, blah blah blah. The original experience is the one that I got. They have the Bubba Blade included. Oh, I guess it would help if I actually read. So original members, you receive the $54 Bubba Blade knife instead of the $25 shirt. That explains that. Okay, and then each product they also give information on. That's why it's hard to skim through and really grab what you want quickly, because there's a lot of information here. Then they list the Denali and what you would get if you would have got the Denali box as well. Which, if anybody is curious, for the Denali box for this month, I would have also, in addition to this, got a compact travel kit rod and reel by Shakespeare, and comfort grip pliers by Field and Stream. So it's interesting that they list everything like that, and they list what you get if you would have had a downgraded box, or if you were to upgrade what you could expect. I like that. It's a bit of, to go through and sort of figure out how this this card works once you read through it. But once you do, and you kind of figure out how it works here, and you see the information they're presenting you, I like they put that in there. I like that they include that. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, that was painfully long. Sorry about that. Good knife. Happy with that. Good fishing lures. Nothing wrong with that. Good turkey jerky snack. I'm going to finish that in a second. Good Plano box. Waterproof box. Just wish it was a little bit bigger. But if I can find something that I need to keep dry and put it in here, I think this will work well. Or I might trade it to somebody that actually does have a phone that size, or something like that. Or I'll see if my wife's phone, you know, if she needs something like that. But all in all, decent box. Last month's box was a little bit underwhelming, but the value was still there. Just, I feel the same about this box. The value is definitely here. Going by the prices, and I'm going to confirm it afterwards and look them up. But I'm sure that my value is here. Just based on the knife and the fishing lures alone, I'm sure that what I paid is back to me. I mean, I would pay $55 for this locally, just for this. So I'm sure that my value is there. But being in such a huge box and having 4 items, well, 5 if you count the small little piece of jerky, it feels underwhelming. I don't know why they put it in such a big box. If they had like a normal subscription size box, like for example, one of my Mr. Taka boxes, which I've opened many, I guess the knife package wouldn't fit in here, but you know what I'm saying. You could fit stuff in a like, even if it's a slightly bigger subscription style box, it seems like it would have so much more impact when you open it, rather than opening this box and seeing all this empty space. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. The value, like I said, is still definitely here. I'm really excited about this knife. Let me know what you guys think about the items down below in the comments. While you're there, don't forget you can like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot for the channel. I'm going to finish my turkey jerky, and until next time, I will see you outside.